Hey guys, so today I wanted to show you how to make, or how I make my tuna salad. Now someone commented I need new cutting boards, and this is true because they're stained, but I don't think that it will cause any problems other than it just looks rough. So I'm just going to open the cans of tuna. I always get tuna in water. I've never tried it in oil before. I think that maybe if you were having it on salads or something, it might be kind of nice in oil, but I don't know. I just grew up having it in water. I've got the fan on in the background, so if you hear that, that's all that is. I'm just going to pretty much do this whole thing on camera and chit-chat in the meantime. Whoa, it's not working. All right. I don't really eat enough canned food to warrant an electronic or electric can opener. So I'm just gonna drain it and stick it in this bowl. Now, I go through phases with food, as I've said a million times, but sometimes tuna fish sounds good, and sometimes it sounds like the last thing I want to eat. But for now, it sounds good. I know it's really high in protein and that it's good for me, so that's always motivating as well. I've never enjoyed canned chicken. I just can't get used to that taste. But tuna is good. Now one of these, the reason they have the different colored labels, one is with salt water and one is without. And I don't know if you can tell, the ones I just did were with salt water, and this one is no salt added. And ironically, I don't know if you can tell, but it looks lighter in color. All right. My hand's a little rinsed there. Got a knife. Going to chop up some pickles. I always get these big jars because really it's actually, I feel like, a little bit cheaper to get the large jars. When I cut pickles, I just cut off the ends. I try to cut them really small because I don't like to chomp down on big pickles in my tuna salad. So I kind of take my time in chopping these. And then I just kind of go through and do like a finer dice. All right, so there's one pickle, and I will probably do a second one. Someone asked me recently where I learned to cook, and it's, oh, you know what? I still have this little piece. We'll do that first. Someone asked me where I learned to cook, and you know, pretty much it was watching the Food Network. I will be honest. My mom and I used to just watch the Food Network as our hobby, and I would just try things out and kind of hit and miss and decide what I like, and if something turned out really bad, I just wouldn't make that anymore. But I can't recall anything that turned out too terrible. And if I totally messed something up, then I would just try it again if I really wanted to. But you know, a lot of it's just trial and error, I suppose. The main thing is to make sure your meat is cooked all the way. So actually, with that extra pickle that I had left, I'm just gonna leave it at that. So stick that one back in the jar, get rid of this. And now we will start adding some seasonings. So I'm just going to eyeball this here. I like a lot of dill, so that's probably like 2 teaspoons. I'm gonna shake on some garlic powder and then some black pepper. I'm going to stir that up before I add the creamy ingredients, just so that it gets on the actual meat. Alright, so that gives us a good idea, and that looks a little dry, so we're going to add some mayo and Greek yogurt. So I'm going to do 2 dollops of that. And 2 bigger dollops of this. So I'm going to do 1 more. And then mix up and see what we've got. So the reason I cut it with the mayonnaise is because with just straight Greek yogurt, I think it would be a bit sour for my taste. But you'll have to play with it and see what you think. When I first started out, it was the opposite. It was a dollop of Greek yogurt and full-on mayonnaise, which is how I grew up eating tuna salad. So I'm going to do a little bit more Greek yogurt and a little bit more mayonnaise and stir these together. Now again, this is just how I make it. I'm not toting my recipes as the healthiest or low calorie necessarily, or what you should be eating. This is just what I eat, and people seem to want to know, so that's why I'm sharing it. Alright, so that's how I make tuna salad, and I hope you'll give it a try. Leave a comment below if you are going to try it, and let me know what you think. See you tomorrow. Bye.